Every year, New Orleans is visited by 17.74 million tourists. Between Mardi Gras, countless music and food festivals, a rich history, a vivid art scene, and a 24-hour party culture that never sleeps, tourism is a year-round event and the city never has a low moment. The tourism industry employs approximately 200,000 locals and brings in an average of $8.7 billion a year, making it the heartbeat of the city and the economy itself. But as we acknowledge and appreciate all the good that these tourists bring in, we can't forget everything else that they all leave behind. With a tourism culture not just centered around partying, but one built upon the promotion of binge drinking and extreme alcoholic practices, a visitor of the city may go through more drinks on a weekend trip than they've ever consumed in an entire week before. Drinks served in the most elaborate containers, the bigger the better. Containers that are usually discarded after the perfect picture is taken, too big to be taken home as a souvenir, and just as often as they are properly discarded, they are thrown into nearby streets or bushes, because here in the Big Easy, everyone is carefree in every sense, for better or for worse. There is a reason that Mardi Gras, or Ash Wednesday, is often referred to as Trash Wednesday. Built upon the distribution of small trinkets and plastic beads, these seemingly harmless toys leave a huge environmental impact on the city. While some beads do make it back to the hotel room with the patrons, a huge portion of the 25 million pounds of beads distributed are left scattered in the streets, destined to make it to the sewers below, hanging on trees, fences, and electrical lines, never to be cleaned, are thrown directly in the trash of the surrounding area. With most beads being imported from China, dangerous chemicals including arsenic, bromine, cadmium, chlorine, and lead eventually end up in landfills or even the water supply down below the city. But beads and plastic or styrofoam cups aren't the only footprint that these tourists leave behind. With a major festival ground taking residence in the largest green area of New Orleans, City Park, yearly festivals such as Voodoo Fest, the Beignet Festival, and more bring thousands of people onto the grounds most weekends, leaving the area trampled, muddied, littered, and in disarray after they leave. It is not rare that fauna from the area are forced to leave, pushing squirrels, raccoons, and even coyotes into surrounding neighborhoods. While unfortunately it is common knowledge not to leave small pets unattended outside during the festival for this reason, that is not the only problem that residents around City Park face. Noise pollution and an extreme influx of vehicles during festivals ruin ecosystems and quality of life alike. With a recycling program that fell following Katrina and never regained to 100%, recent cuts have caused recycling programs to stop in a multitude of neighborhoods around New Orleans, and recycling centers have begun to limit what they accept. For many, the problem seems to have no clear solution.
But I think it can be a joint effort. I think companies need to be more mindful about the products that they're putting out. And Mardi Gras crews could be more mindful about the throws that they either provide their crew members or encourage them to buy and throw. But then also as individuals, we can make better choices about how we consume and dispose of the tools of consumption. And it really has to be from both, because we can sit here and blame the government, they can sit here and blame us, say, oh, this is what the people want, because it's true. But both sides are right. Both sides are right to blame each other, but both sides really would be right to blame themselves. We all have a role in this, but that means that we all have a role in solving it, because if we created it, then we can fix it.
But through the efforts of all, the impact that party tourism has on the environment of New Orleans is an issue that can be solved. It will take a collaborative effort of locals and tourists alike to change the status quo that has been ingrained in everyone, but it is an effort that we have no choice but to make.